Dan Moskal here, and in this video we are going to talk about the best tool to track your website visitors and see what visitors to your website are doing, how they're getting there. Now, I'm sure you're probably aware of Google Webmaster Tools, and this is definitely a great resource to use. I also strongly recommend StatCounter. You can get a free account, doesn't cost a penny. I use this along with the Google tools, and then I believe Bing and Yahoo also have a tracking tool. And you may want to use all three. The reason I like StatCounter so much, and we're going to look at this website, pickupdata.com, within the Google Webmaster Tools and StatCounter. One of the reasons I like StatCounter so much is because it will give you your activity from all three search engines. So here's Bing, and this is the term that we were showing up for when people type in dating profile examples for men using the Bing search engine. Google gives you some other good information. We'll look at Google a little bit more here in detail. If you're familiar at all with their stuff, and if you're not, I always put StatCounter on first, and then I'll put in the Google. So let's just to get an idea. Google will show you where you are ranking for certain search terms, like dating profile examples. We're ranked 110. eHarmony profile example, we're ranked number 11. One of the neat things that I like to see is how things have changed, and Google will show you that if you click this with change. And you might want to look at all of your things, but usually maybe we need to just pick a different time frame. They'll show you over the course how your website's changed. And let's go back and just pick like a bigger time frame maybe. You can pay StatCounter a pretty inexpensive amount. See, here's our site and how it's changed. Way back here in May, we were doing a whole lot better, and we messed around with some site changes. And just a side note, if you put too many ads or too many try to make too much revenue from your website, it appears to me that your website will get penalized with the search engine, at least temporarily. It looks like you can get back out of it from our work. This is strange looking. So anyways, I'll let you play around with Google. I recommend the StatCounter one because StatCounter will give you kind of the same thing, but it'll give you the same thing from everything. It'll also break it down for you where most of your traffic's coming from for a certain site. So over 70% of our traffic for this site, pickupdata.com, is coming from Google, with just a mere 25% between Yahoo and Bing. I guess not mere, that's a lot of traffic. But another thing it'll tell you is kind of the visitor paths and how long. This is us, and you can disable yourself on StatCounter if you want, just like Google's, but it'll tell you where people go on your website. So if somebody from Oxford, Pennsylvania, using the Armstrong Cable Service, went from eHarmony dating advice to the eHarmony profile example, which would make sense. Here's another guy from Australia going from profile example over to the home page, back over to the profile example. But it'll give you an idea of what people are doing on your website. It'll give you an idea of the terms that you're ranking for. And if you give StatCounter, I mean, it's reasonable. Google's free, but if you pay StatCounter a little bit of money, they'll give you bigger time frames to work within. So let's just look at this. What I'm trying to do, here we go. Let's look at it monthly. So as you can see, way back here in January, we were really doing a whole lot better. And then in February, we were doing well. Even in March, we were still growing. And then things, I believe it had something to do with us messing around with the templates and putting too many advertisements on our website, but they really kind of slowed down, so we'll get it back up. Some of the markets you work within too may have kind of seasonal. It's probably the best way to say it. But look at our growth from last year, 2012, 2013. If this was using another account, we had this account, we could go back and look at this website's been around, geez, I want to say like 2008 or something, I'm guessing. We could figure out exactly, but it's been around for a long time, is my point. We could look at the different growth patterns over the years and even months. It'll also give you your visitor length. So the vast majority of your website visitors are going to be there less than 5 seconds, and it looks like most of ours are less than 5 seconds. And it's important to look at your how much time frame you're looking at too. And some of these visits are from me, but most of your visitors, or I think people that actually spend 30 seconds or more on your website and this stuff down are really the people that are really reading your website and viewing your website. So let's just check out these other things within StatCounter. Exit links will kind of tell you what popular people are leaving, clicking AdSense a lot when they leave our website. They also look to be going and looking at some things over on Amazon, including Facebook, YouTube. But this tells you what people click on when they leave your website. Where they came from, such as your YouTube video, your Facebook profile, and then here's this is helpful too, keyword analysis. This will tell you what some of your better keywords that you're ranking for, and you're going to need to filter some of these time frames and stuff. I wonder, let's see if we can, let's just see if we can get this. I'm not sure. This is just using a free account with StatCounter, so let's see. Looks like they gave us some. So I don't know. Popular pages. Play around with these things, but you can see what people are looking at on your website and how they're interacting. The Google Webmaster Tools really gives you a little bit more of a comprehensive, and Google has a couple different tools that are very easy to help see how people are reacting with your website. The one big key piece of advice I would suggest is don't overthink this stuff. Literally, you can overthink this and spend too much time. If you want more website visitors and more traffic to your website, focus on building more content that is SEO friendly and building upon what you already have. One of the bigger and more highly weighed things about your website, I believe, with Google, especially after all the Zookeeper updates and moving forward here in the future, is how often you're adding content to your website, how often you're making new posts and communicating with your customers and clients and fans and followers. And so the size of your website is becoming more important, and not just the size, but how often you're adding stuff, and if you're adding it consistently. Like, even if you just add one post, every week or every 2 weeks or even once a month, as long as you're consistent about it and your website appears normal and natural with its growth and getting links and profile posts and Facebook posts, the better you are, and you're not going out and getting a bunch of spammy inbound links to your website. I think Google is getting smart, I guess, is kind of the bottom line. So anyways, for more tips from this is Dan Moskal. For more tips, you can visit danmoskaluniversity.com. You can also find our book over here at Amazon, How to Create a Website Easy button. And please comment below, like this video, let us know what you still need help with. We are here to help you. So please let us know, and we want to show you some more stuff. Check out some of our other YouTube videos on our channel, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for watching.